than ever, right? Get some lighting going. Let's fix our chat so I can actually see anything anybody has to say. Ooh, that's close. There we go. So, we're going to recap. We did this one. I don't think we did this one yet. We can have some fun with that one, though. Haven't done this guy yet. Don't know if we're gonna, because he's missing something important for a wizard. Definitely doing this one at some point. We did this one last time. This guy's definitely cool. Got some very long fingers. Let's see. What do we want to do today? Okay, that one's pretty cool. Which one do we want to do today? This one's kind of interesting. It's kind of neat. Almost has like a Corpse Bride vibe. Let's see. Oh, he's creepy, isn't he? Let's see. Who do we want to color today? Oh, he's definitely got a vibe to him. I think we have our winner. Because this guy is definitely cool. We'll double check the others first, though. Let's see. That looks like a book cover almost. Kind of neat. How we doing today, guys? I'm just kind of leafing through trying to figure out which one we want to do today. Ooh, that's a hard call. Do we want to do this guy with the Joker vibes or this one? Or one of these others? He's definitely cool. That's got some fun to it. Ooh, that one's interesting too. But I think I'm going to go with my original choice because I think he's just got a really cool vibe. And I think we can actually start off with a nice dark red for him. Hello, Steel Pulse. How are we doing today? There we go. Oh, I definitely like that vibe. I think it's going to fit well. If you're hearing the oddball noises behind me, I am brewing a new pot of coffee because I am out. Well, not quite out, but getting there. This is our third spooky season coloring page. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do tomorrow. I did pick up a shift at work. But we'll pick it back up on Wednesday and we'll do one of the others. Let me just see. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't want it too loud. I'm sorry for the hand grab there. That was me trying to hit my volume button with the pencil in my hand. Did not work well. If you can't hear me, we will do one of those nifty silent streams, right? There we go. The thinner lip is definitely harder. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you guys very, very much. I'm still very new to this. Hello, Emily. How we doing today? I don't know what the time frame is from when you guys actually type to when it tells me. So if it does take a minute, please don't take it personally. Also, I don't necessarily always see it right away because it's really tricky to look at the picture and the camera at the same time. If I could move both my eyes in different directions, I totally would. Probably freak people out, but hey, it's that time of year anyway, right? The red is definitely vibing with this guy. He has got that seriously creepy thing going on. This might be one of those rare times when I actually use the white pencil. There we go. Kind of missed on that one, but that's all right. So I hope everybody had a good weekend and that your Monday is being nice to you. Monday is generally my Friday or Saturday, whichever way you want to look at it. Because I do work just my weekends. Yes, it's more like my Saturday. There we go. I almost forgot something kind of important there, didn't I? I was really going to let this guy go with one eye done. That's not quite the idea we had in mind. There we go. That's better. I'm very happy with this. Somehow or another, the red just made him that much creepier. And I think we're going to go interesting colors for his outfit. Just because we can. I mean, we could go Joker colors, but I don't think we're going to do that. I'm thinking shades of purple. Hello, Marola? I hope I pronounced that right. How are you doing today? I don't know why I boxed that in like I did, but we're going to go with it because, I mean, I guess it works, right? That is one of my favorite cups. I think it's just absolutely adorable. We're going to make his bow tie and his shirt this color. And I think we're going to do a deep purple for the jacket. I'm doing well, and my favorite color is actually blue. What's yours? Yeah, I like blue, but I did the last one in a blue. So I try not to repeat the same basic look over and over, especially when it's very different types of clothing. I don't know, he looks like the creepy type, the type that would be in Shades of Purple. So I guess this is actually a good color for you then. Doesn't exactly match the face, but that's the fun of it. He looks like a very creepy clown, and for some reason it's worse if they're wearing nice, bright, fun colors. One of my best friends, if she were to pop into this live, would probably pop right back out because she is terrified of them. I don't know that I'd say I have a favorite shade of blue. I like pretty much all of them, but probably a nice, pretty, rich, dark blue would, or I guess more like a royal blue. Like, if you're a Doctor Who fan, call it TARDIS blue. Which I am very, very much a Doctor Who fan, but let's see. I'm going to flip forward to my handy dandy checker page. I love that this book has this thing. If I can get my pages to cooperate. Let's see what... That is pretty good, but do I have darker? I promise they're really not the same color. This guy's got a shimmer to him. Because we can. Right? And yes, that is exactly what I was looking for. The colors don't have to perfectly match. Actually, almost better if they don't perfectly match, because he is kind of a clown. More of a Joker-esque kind of clown, but still a clown. I wanted to do something that's nice and in-depth, since it is going to be another day before I can get anything else up. I just realized what I forgot. Turn my Do Not Disturb on so that we're not dealing with notifications every few minutes. Thankfully, I do currently have my volume turned off on my phone so that you don't hear my ridiculous ringtones, but let's see. I'm going to make this little section just a little bit darker, since it seems to be its own little area. Now, if things don't match up perfectly, this is an AI created book that I picked up on Amazon. So things are not always going to match up perfectly. And that's just kind of how it goes. And I did forget to put the link in my description today, but if you want your own copy of this book, the link to grab it is on in my community. It is not a sponsored link. It doesn't bother me a bit one way or the other if you decide you want it or not. I'm just trying to be people the opportunity. I'm just sharpening my pencil because it decided to go really dull on me for a minute there. And then it broke, because that is my luck. It's Part of life, though. Somebody just got to deal with it. There we go. Now she's looking better. These shimmery shades are much softer as far as the lead goes. So they break a lot and they go dull really quickly. But I love them. I think they are such a cool thing. I'm not sure if that's background or his finger, but we're going to skip over it because it's definitely not part of his shirt. Or jacket, I guess. There we go. I'm definitely liking that. All right. Let's see, what kind of hair do we want? You can kind of hear my birds in the background just chattering away and yelling at me because they want my attention because I'm doing something other than paying attention to them. I think we're going to go a little ridiculous and make his hair orange. There we go. Yeah, I like that. There's what the movement I was looking for. I love orange and I love finding excuses to add it to things. He is a clown, so a little bit of orange hair is not off base or anything. So we're going to be happy with it. And I get my excuse to use my fun, bright, cheerful orange on a very creepy picture. I love doing silly stuff like that. Just brightening up something that's supposed to be dark and creepy, but still keeping it dark and creepy even though you've got this really bright color. Because I think this guy would definitely creep me out if he showed up anywhere near me. But he's kind of cool looking. I don't know that I have a specific favorite food. I really enjoy a lot of different types. I'm a big fan of just trying things just to see. Sometimes I don't like it, sometimes I do. But I would say my favorite food is anything that doesn't contain cilantro or pineapple because I'm severely allergic to those two things. How about you? What's your favorite? Oh, my birds have opinions. They heard me saying food, and you probably can't hear it over my headset, but they are now yelling eat. But they have been fed, so they're not actually starving. Well, if it's the way you like it, then it's not too much. It might be too much for somebody else, but if it's the way you like it, then it's just right. I love hot sauce, but it has to be certain types. I do not like buffalo sauce. I also don't like sriracha all that much. Not anything against those or anybody who actually likes them. Just not my cup of tea. There we go. He is sufficiently creepy, right? take my very, very bright, weird shade of green. And this little face over here just looks like he needs to be this color. Come back to my red here. And he doesn't look like he would have an overly healthy shade of gums. So we're going to go with an odd little mauve here. My favorite thing to do for fun is all different forms of art. I can't draw, but I can do just about anything else. I do some painting, I do some restorations, I do occasionally repair things or turn them. If they're not repairable, then I will figure out a way to turn them into some form of art. And also messing with my animals. I love spending time with my different types of pets. How about you? Now for the fun part, we get to go through all of these clocks and give them different looks. This right here would probably be one of my favorite things. And I am lucky enough and privileged enough to be able to sit and do it live, and people actually come hang out with me. I am definitely a fan of that. My birds would very much like my attention. I do apologize if they're a bit noisy. Well, this is odd, but that's all right. We're just going to kind of go with it and figure that the clock is a little bit broken. It happens. I am not nearly flexible enough or young enough to really do yoga properly, but it can definitely be fun. Let's see. Sorry, my hand is right over his face, but I gotta get to this side somehow or another, right? Oh, excuse me. And now to add to the fun, my dog is snoring. I'm going to give this guy a little bit of a wooden vibe. I'm not sure what the things sitting on it are, but they'll get some color here in a minute too. There we go. I have tried yoga. I'm not bad at it, but I'm not great at it either. It's definitely a great way to unwind for a lot of people. It's just not really what I want to do. I'm very intentionally not coloring these in all the way, just giving them a little bit of texture. He looks like he'd have some cracked up fingernails to me. Oh, excuse me. Not sure why I'm yawning. Sometimes it just happens. There we go. Not quite sure what this is supposed to be, so we're just kind of going with a goldy tan color. My allergies are not fans of this up and down weather. Where did my eyeball green go? There it is. For these little weird guys here. It's another fun, bright color in an odd place, but it does lend a little bit more creepiness, doesn't it? I honestly don't know the names of the poses well enough to say. As I said, it's not my 100% favorite go-to activity. So I've only done it a few times. And I enjoyed it well enough, but I hurt really badly the next day. So probably not something I'll do a whole lot. Not really sure if this is supposed to be one whole thing or just kind of a messy part of the background, but that's okay. It's another good background color is taupe. Though there are a whole lot of different versions of taupe. This looks like wood behind it. No, I cannot do a backflip. I actually have a spinal issue called degenerative disc disease. If I tried to do a backflip, I could very realistically land myself in the hospital. I could when I was young. How about you? Excuse me. As I said, my allergies are not real happy with the weather right now. So now I want to do something I don't normally do and use a color that I've kind of rather obviously never actually used. There we go. go. Hello. Fine. If you hear stuff in the background, my roommate is just coming from grocery shopping. I think we actually timed that out perfect. We are right at the 30-minute mark. And I think I am actually pretty happy with how this guy turned out. And I think if I keep messing with it, we're going to mess it up. So I am going to call it a day. And I will be back in on one day. Like I said, I can't make it in tomorrow. So I will talk to you guys next time.